So my name is Lee Chang. I'm currently with Baidu Ventures. Baidu Ventures is a newly formed, about a year old, independent venture firm. So in that we have Baidu as our first and sole LP in our first fund, which was $200 million US. And that's investing in early stage companies across US and China. Currently in the US, we have a team of 3, and in China, we have an investment team of over 15 people. We also just recently closed a second fund of 2 billion RMB. So total AUM right now is about $500 million, about 500 million. We're really looking at kind of splitting it 2 ways. So one is on the horizontal stack of enabling technologies, so down to the sensors, the component technologies of radars, lidars, AI chips, more core, maybe computer vision or NLP type companies, and then separately more into application. Starting with transportation, autonomous driving, obviously a big piece of Baidu's current strategy and focus. And in that, it could be mobility, smart city, infrastructure. We're looking a lot at automation. So it could be a hardware and software integration, for example, robotics or smart manufacturing, or pure software driven, such as HR, customer service, financial services. So a lot in fintech, legal tech, where there's a lot of data that can easily be manipulated or augmented in terms of analytics or insights extracted. We're also very interested in healthcare, so we see a lot of opportunity right now. So using AI to simply build into synthetic biology or computational biology platforms. So early molecular or protein diagnoses and identification. And so we really, I think, very, very bullish on the fact that AI is here to stay and will have a very long tail in terms of ability to affect a lot of different industries. It's definitely very public that for Baidu itself, AI is really the future, where they're really kind of putting all the resources into. And that application can be very wide. So obviously autonomous driving is a big piece of Baidu's current focus and strategy. We see a lot of products and services that are utilizing some of these component technologies, so computer vision, NLP, into products and services like intelligent assistants in smart home speakers, in television, or in-car solutions. And so I think there's a wide breadth of kind of future possibility. And for our end, investing into companies that are building technologies that will enable the application into, again, all these different verticals. To be honest, AI, the effects are boundless. Autonomous driving, as mentioned, as being one kind of, very much a high-profile sector right now. But I think longer term, we talk about healthcare and the ability to affect lives, and on a scale that perhaps is very much unprecedented. And in that, I think a lot of the newer breakthroughs that we're seeing on healthcare, on diagnostics, on treatment, are very, very close to seeing a lot of amazing breakthroughs. And so I think that is going to really fundamentally change the lives of people around the world. I think a lot of what's talked about is regulation, access to data. For AI, for certain applications, the training of data and the quality of data is very important. So the access to that data can be easier or harder depending on the industry you're in. So I think that's one aspect, and a lot of that has to do with government regulation. I think right now, given we're very new, it's simply the matter of communicating who we are and having the comfortability with entrepreneurs and investors alike that we are an independent fund. As I mentioned before, I think often corporate venture can have a certain type of stigma or characteristics that are attributed based on the fact that there's a lot of moving parts and different parties that they have to basically please, right? So the entrepreneur internally to management or to product or R&D teams, it's often challenging to be able to juggle all of that. And so for us, we are, again, not in that same type of bucket, but oftentimes it takes time to build that image and brand recognition. So I think for us right now, it's simply getting our name out there and building again that rapport with the community.